Welcome to Unity of Sun Lakes, and happy Sunday, and I'm so glad that I'm seeing all these beautiful, shining faces of God in front of me. Faces of God. So glad you're here today. Oh yes, on platform, I'm Jill Ponce. I wore my platform shoes, so you can see me. Otherwise it'd be like, okay, so this is the last service for this season until September. I think in September 10th we come back. So July and August you'll be watching Jeanne on YouTube instead. So this is kind of like the end of the season of a show to watch, and so we're hoping there's going to be a cliffhanger or something. Yeah, you can't wait to come back, right? Yeah, that's what this is. All right. So should we start with
no pressure?
No pressure. I was going to say that. Okay, this is going to. We start with the mission statement. All right. The mission statement is our declaration of our overall goal or overall purpose for Unity of Sun Lakes. So let's say it together. Unity Church of Sun Lakes is a spiritual center of love and light, teaching and supporting one another and transforming our lives by living the truths taught by Jesus Christ and other master teachers. We joyously and lovingly support our church with our time, talent, and gifts. We are so abundantly blessed. Thank you, God. And now, our vision statement, which states our intention for the future. A world of oneness where all people are free to express their divine potential. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yes. All right. All right, we want to thank Reverend Julia Norton for the beautiful flowers right here. And thank you for everything you've done for us this season. We couldn't be on YouTube or really hardly operate at all without you. So thank you so much. All right, so now we're going to have some music by the JaJa's. Oh, did I miss... No. Okay, I'm all right on track. You have music by the JaJa's, and that is YouTube. Normally it's Barb Horton, but she was ill today, so Amy is stepping in, and we've got Brian Palmerino, Brian P. with us today. Palmerino. And one thing I want to tell you about music is it's still important for everybody to listen to music, no matter what kind you like, even rap, even hip-hop, whatever you like, because it does so much for your health. It's good for your heart. It elevates your mood. It reduces stress. It's the rhythm and the beat, much less the words, the poetry within it. Let's hear it for the JaJa's! Woo-hoo!
I'm trading my bruises for wings. I'm trading my bruises for wings. I'm living up to my full potential. I'm trading my bruises for wings. Trade up! I'm losing my upsets for joy. I'm losing my upsets for joy. I'm living up to my full potential. I'm losing my upsets for joy. My life is about serving you. My life is about serving you. I'm living up to my full potential. My life is about serving you. I'm living a life that I love. I'm living the life that I love. I'm living up to my full potential. My life is the life that I love.
saw you moving a little in the chair. Like, and even, dance if you like. It's allowed. Okay. All right, so we're going to welcome our guests today. Do we have any new people? Any guests? Doesn't look like it. Any first-timers? Okay, well then we're all going to bless ourselves. All right, let's see. This is our blessing. We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you. Maybe we have some newcomers out on the internet, huh? So we thank you for being there. All right, the opening prayer is going to be by Julia. Here she comes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's enter into our heart space, a place we know where God is and always will be. As we bless everyone here, as we journey for our summer little break, go to cooler lands or stay here in the heat, whatever we do will be joyous. When we travel to our friends and family, and we know that God is within us, that we share that with everyone, everywhere. That's all I have for today. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you. And then daily word will be spoken by Barbara Kelly. Are you coming up? Yeah. Okay. And this one starts with a J. Boy.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm going to miss you all. Yeah, but I'll be thinking good thoughts about everybody as I lay in bed in the morning. I also want to thank whoever got involved with this because it's my birthday today and I got this nice card from all of you kind folks. And the daily word today, I am blessed with indwelling joy. In John's Gospel, Jesus prays his disciples and all who receive the message will experience for themselves the joy he knows. I share in Jesus' joy as I remember I am a living expression of the divine, created in God's image and likeness, just as Jesus was. My ability to express life, love, wisdom, and all other qualities of God is limited only by my willingness to live from my spiritual nature. I am one with God and one in allness of God with all people everywhere. The joy Jesus described remains with me no matter what is happening around me. I know wholeness in the midst of illness, abundance amid the appearance of lack, even sadness in the aftermath of loss cannot overtake my joy. And according to John 15:11, I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. Thank you much.
Next up, we have another song by the JaJa's. This was written by Barbara Horton. And then I'm going to suggest after this we go straight into our meditation, which is by Sheila Taylor. And so no applause after the song, but this is welcome and encouragement. No. Thank you.
There is a garden so divine, place to quiet my busy mind, with the fruit of spirit so sweet.
soul through day and night. Yahweh's garden, where the sky is clear, the sound of silence is music to my ears, where the quiet voice of spirit reminds me of who I am. I feel the oneness of a song within the grave. I am in Yahweh's garden, in Yahweh's garden. There is a garden where dewdrops shine, a place to steal my restless mind, where the blooms of Yahweh, so soft and pure, their fragrance floating in the silence. So I breathe along the lake shore to the clearing on the hill, through the narrow gate of silence, where my heart can be still. In Yahweh's garden, where the sky is clear, the sound of silence is music to my ears, where the quiet voice of spirit reminds me of who I am. I feel the oneness of a song within the grave. I am Yahweh's garden, Yahweh's garden, where the sky is clear, the sound of silence is music to my ears, where the quiet voice of spirit reminds me who I am. I feel the oneness of a song within the grave. I am Yahweh's garden. Ooh, Yahweh's garden, Yahweh's garden, where all blooms. In Yahweh's garden, all unique. In Yahweh's garden, in Yahweh's garden, in Yahweh's garden.
I thought I lost my meditation. Good morning. The meditation this morning was delivered to me, so I'm here to share it with you. That's why it was delivered to me. I'm not sure what you're going to get out of it, but I certainly got a lot. We're going to meditate on be still and know that I am God. Joel Goldsmith, in one of his writings, talks about his meditation practices, that he often meditates several hours. But he also said it only takes a minute of that silence, of that inner peace, and your meditation is complete. The only thing that is necessary is that ability to prepare ourselves for the entrance of God into our conscious thought. Be silent for that half minute or 2 minutes, and then be about our business. Meditation is much like inviting God to enter us, or to speak to us, or to make itself known to us. It is not an attempt to reach God, since God is omnipresent. Where God is, I am. Where I am, God is. Since we are one, there is no need to reach for God. The purpose is to be still and let the awareness of God permeate us. So be comfortable. Take a deep breath. As you release that breath, relax. Totally relax. Be still and know that I am God. And as you say that in your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, your body, you will make way for God to enter into your consciousness. I will be still. I will listen. I am giving God a chance to express himself through me, to make his spirit known to me, to open the way before me. To be still is the first step, and know that I am God is second. When we are truly still, when we know that there is only God, his presence enfolds us, surrounds us, fills us with power, with life, with substance. When we are one with him, then we see that there are really no problems. There is only God, and in him is all that we can ever need or desire. Be still and know that I am God within you. I am life. I am health. I am wisdom. I am guidance. I am supply. I am fulfillment. I am peace. I am the perfection you seek. I am God. I am with you now, and all is well. Thank you, God. Take a couple of breaths. Take your time as you open your eyes and return to this room. Thank you.
It's another song written by Barb. God bless her. I hear the wind in the pines whispering your name, and I know that you are here. When I see my reflection in the stillness of the lake, I know that you are here. I'm gonna gently let go and surrender. existing, if I can stop resisting, if I can stop resisting, I will find my peace in you, in me. I know it's gonna be okay. God within told me to stay. I'm letting go, and I surrender. I'm letting go, and I surrender. I'm letting go, and I surrender. I surrender. Letting go, I let go. Imagine something with me, if you will. Imagine that you are standing in front of a mirror, making sure that you're set for the day. When suddenly the reflection of you and the room behind you vanishes, and instead you see the Phantom of the Opera coming in. No, that was a cool scene though. No, you see a movie of your entire life, and every memory, every experience up to this present moment are there. And even today's little drama when somebody may have cut you off on your drive into church today, where you give that look. Yeah, that happened to me today. But as you watch your movie, a voice in your head says,
now you're looking, oops, it's not on. Now you're looking at who you are.
no way. These are my life experiences. They're not who I am.
Oh, yes, they are. A universal truth is that your life and all of your life experiences are a high-precision mirror. They show you, literally and metaphorically, who you are. Nothing in your life is not a reflection of who you are. This is the secret language of experiences, of events, and of things. This secret language shows you to you.
Nonsense. What about that guy who cut me off in traffic this morning? That's supposed to be a reflection of who I am?
Yes, even that. You are a fragment of the infinite pure energy of creation. Through you and your adventures, it creates itself and knows itself. But you have forgotten this and don't recognize your own creations, though they flaunt themselves right in front of you. Even your body is part of the life mirror generated by your inner being. But you won't get the full picture if you focus only on material experiences, even your physical body, because they are the shallowest reflection of who you are. Instead, look at your relationships, your interactions, your reactions, your dramas, and your recurring events. Then you will see the entire picture. Now please go create a good day.
Great. That's a lot of pressure, but I will try. So glad that I looked in the mirror this morning. Have you ever had that inner dialogue? Something like that? Perhaps it didn't exactly happen like that. Or your inner voice didn't sound like Mark Wentz. But it tells you the same kinds of things. And even though we may argue that that inner voice with it, that it can't be true,
that guy who cut me off on the way to church this morning is not a reflection of who I am, we know that there is validity in that, don't we? Yeah. If we look hard enough. Well, anyone who has been around Unity or other New Thought churches, metaphysical teachings for longer than 30 seconds knows that it's true, right? Because a fundamental spiritual truth is that as within, so without. Some of us are awake this morning. Who we are to the world is to us. As we give out, we get back. What we sow, we shall reap. Yes. And to put in today's words, our outer reflection, our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. This is my favorite topic of my entire life. This is what drives me to be a minister. This topic, it's my favorite. It's a secret language that if we're open to it, we can learn so much. Reflection being our key word this morning, the R of our monthly acronym of SPARK being our letter of the day. We look at our outer life and know that it is a reflection of what is going on inside, even if we kick and scream about it. And we want to have different experiences that are more heartfelt, connected, abundant, healthy, deep, spiritual, joy-filled, peaceful, etc. But sometimes life is so not those things. Somebody seems to always be cutting us off in traffic. I don't know, am I speaking to anybody in this room? Well, saying that our lives are a reflection of who we are is not exactly accurate. Not exactly. In one sense, it's true. But there's something more that is critically important for us to have the entire picture. So this morning, I want to explore the idea that our lives are a reflection of who we are, and then get that fuller picture by giving you a very personal experience. So let's begin with author Anna, I always forget how to say her name, Anais Nin once wrote, you do not see the world as it is. You see it as you are. It's deep. You do not see the world as it is. You see it as you are. And modern physics is on the brink, if not now over the edge, of agreeing with this statement. Scientists have discovered the mirror of their own minds inside of the atom, where the existence and the behavior of these particles depend on the intent of the scientist. So Einstein saw these implications back in the 50s, and he was not pleased. In fact, he grumbled. I like to think that the moon is there, even if I'm not looking at it. When science is done with atom smashers, it will know that the fundamental building block of the universe is thought. Thought is a thing, leaving a physical signature we don't always recognize as our own signature. It's as if we throw out boomerangs, but then forget that we threw them. When they come back, we look around and wonder, where the heck did that come from? So we keep throwing our boomerangs. Some return to bring us pleasure, but others bring us pain. Earl Nightingale wrote, whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. This parable from the wisdom of the Sufis speaks to it beautifully. One day, a stranger enters the village and seeks out the local Sufi master for advice. He says, "I'm thinking of moving to live in this village. What can you tell me about the people who live here?" Well, the Sufi master replies to him, "Well, what can you tell me about the people who live where you come from?" "Ah," says the visitor angrily, "they are terrible people. They're robbers, they're cheaters, they're liars. They stab each other in the back." "Well now," says the Sufi master, "isn't that a coincidence?" That's exactly what they're like here. So the man departs the village, and he is never seen again. Soon another stranger enters the village, and he too seeks out the Sufi master for advice. He says, "I'm thinking of moving to live in this village. What can you tell me about the people who live here?" Well, of course, the Sufi master says, "What can you tell me about the people who live where you come from?" Ah, the visitor, in fond remembrance, says, "They are wonderful people. They're kind, they're gentle, they're compassionate. They look after each other." "Well now," said the Sufi master, "isn't that a coincidence?" That's exactly what they're like here. We take our inner selves with us wherever you go. I love that. Wherever you go, there you are. Changing external circumstances is like walking up to a movie screen and trying to change the picture on it from there. Doesn't work. Hesse said, "There's no reality except the one contained within us." Our world can only be changed from within, because that's where it comes from. Are you guys with me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because if I went home and I said this to my family, you know, some of them would be like, "What are you doing?" But in this room, we can talk like this. I've experienced it.
Right.
To change our inner world, we must become the gatekeeper of our own thoughts. Welcoming those that create what we want, and then reframing those that create what we don't want. Charles Fillmore, Unity's co-founder, wrote, "It is the law of spirit that we must be that which we would draw to us. If we would draw to us love, we must be love. Be loving and kind. If we would have peace and harmony in our environment, we must establish it within ourselves." He also wrote, "Words are also seeds, and when they drop into the invisible substance, spiritual substance, they grow and they bring forth after its kind." It's like tending to a garden. Do you nurture the vegetables or do you nurture the weeds? There's a beautiful passage in this thing called You, written by Ernest Holmes. And he writes, "It is important that you maintain a strict censorship over your thinking. Just as you watch your garden that foreign seeds shall not fall into it, producing a growth of undesirable plants. So you must refuse entrance to any thoughts that you do not wish to see manifested in your life. Guard well this garden of your mind. It is God's garden of your soul. It is your garden of Eden, wherein may grow your fondest desires and hopes, blossoming into fulfillment. Or, if you permit, the weeds of destruction, fear, and doubt will choke out the beauty of hope until despair alone remains. Watch carefully, then, this garden of your soul. Plant there only seeds of happiness, of joy, of peace and goodwill. It may be necessary to cultivate your garden, to uproot the weeds, straighten out the rows, planting new seeds, new ideas, broader visions, and deeper realizations of life. New aspirations must be bedded there, fertilized with the fervor of hope, conviction of faith, the beauty of wholeness. Watch your garden carefully. Guard it patiently, waiting for a new harvest. For you shall reap what you have sown. I am particularly moved this morning by the idea of new seeds, which are new ideas, broader visions, and deeper realizations of life. What we do with an experience, whatever that experience is in our lives, is what really counts. How we look at it, the consciousness we come from when we experience it. Can we have new ideas, broader visions, and deeper realizations about it? I've told you many times that as a minister, when I choose something to talk about, all week long I experience it. Tony knows this. It's like, why did I choose to talk about that? But it's been fascinating to wake up, let's say I woke up with a bad thought, and it just, and then catch it and go, you're not me. Go in the background. I don't need to think like this. I think about Amy's daughters when they were babies. Pure love, and I absorbed that love and go on with my day. It was fascinating this week. So here's what can happen in our lives when we're expanding and growing and things are going well. One of our paradigms, our habits of thinking, believing, and feeling will kick up a condition to bring us back to the thermostat setting of normal. So let me give you a very personal example. In the past, one of my many, many life lessons, I used to relate to a saying, and Amy knows this. I used to say all the time, I'm playing small. I'm playing small. I know I could be so much bigger in my life, but I'm really playing small. As a result of playing small, all sorts of happenstances would go on in my life. I wouldn't speak up. I didn't set boundaries. People pleasing all over the place. And I was codependent in my first marriage, probably my second. Not ready to admit it yet, but no, I was. My marriage of 13 years ended after my spouse had an affair. Actually, it was more than one. And there was also alcoholism and drug abuse. And I thought to myself, what? I'm the most loyal person I know. Seriously, I am. And I am not an addict to drugs or alcohol. How can he show up? How is he a reflection? How is he my mirror? And I just struggled. I really did. And what I realized was I was ignoring myself during that time. Going on life like, oh, everything's okay. I was living in a nightmare. Yet I was afraid to speak of it, speak out loud of it. You know why? I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Is that crazy? That is huge in my life, that I don't want to speak because I don't want to hurt your feelings. But who's being hurt as a result? Me. So that's why that showed up in my life like that. So loud too. I betrayed myself. And it was hidden from my view. A lot of our big lessons are hidden from our own view, but everybody else can see them. And when you ignore them long enough, then your body starts to break down. So you got to start listening to your body too. So at that time, I didn't stand up for my needs. That was how I was treating myself. So that's how life was reflecting back to me. So I'm grateful for that experience. I love that husband, love him, because he taught me I wasn't loving myself, and I was forced then to love myself through that reflection. And who's to say I didn't pull that to me so that I could grow, so I can take full responsibility for that. So life really is a reflection of who we are, who we're being. Well, not quite. Here's the full picture. Life is a reflection of who we believe we are. So in my story, I believed I was small and I was insignificant. Life is a reflection of what our paradigms tell us we are, of who we have been taught we are, of who we tell ourselves we are. But that's not really who we are. Not at all, not even close. According to A Course in Miracles, you are the light of the world. That is your only function. And that's why you're here, to be the light of the world. So I want us to take a little journey this morning to perhaps clean up some of the debris that's covering up in the garden who you are, so that you believe you are and who you really are more aligned. So that life can be a reflection of the light of the world that you are. This is how we'll ignite the spark of the divine in us this morning. So will you go on this journey with me by closing your eyes? As I ask you this question, if you were a brilliant jewel, what would you be? An emerald? A sapphire? A diamond? A garnet? Amethyst? Maybe a pearl? A ruby? Choose one and spend some time envisioning that jewel. What size is it? What shape is it? What color? The depth? You, as this amazing jewel, are hanging out by the side of the road. Cars come along and splash mud on you. It's been raining a lot, so there's a lot of mud that splashes on you. And the wind picks up, and now leaves and grass, all sorts of debris are stuck to the mud, and pretty soon you're completely and totally covered in mud and debris. The jewel is nowhere to be seen. It is completely buried. It is still there, but it's not all visible. Now you know you can't go walking along like that. I mean, what would people think? You're being such a mess and all. So you decide that the best thing to do would be to cover up this mess. So you find a paint store, you buy some beautiful colored paints, and paint a lovely exterior. It's very nice, very pleasing, quite acceptable. And you walk around with your lovely new exterior. But the challenge is the only you that you remember is the mud and the debris. You think that's the real you. You know it's very unattractive. So you must keep it hidden. You've forgotten that under that debris is the real you. The actual you. The brilliant you. The you before that mud got all slug up on you and then covered you with leaves and grass and twigs and paper and garbage. So hose it all off. Hose it all off and notice how exquisite and brilliant that gem of you is. More beautiful than you thought before. Now take that jewel in your hands right now. See yourself holding it, and however you want to, bring it into you. Breathe it in. Bring your hands to your heart and just let it merge with you. However you do it, bring it into you. And in the moment that you do, you realize it was already there. And in this way, you have ignited that spark of the divine in you and have created an inner world that will reflect back to you an outer world of radiance and love. And so it is.
That was awesome. Thank you, Sparky. Appreciate it. There was a lot to think about, right? You thought there was not going to be a cliffhanger? Well, here it is. You're going to bring back some experience of that exact situation. Thoughts become things when we meet in September. How's that sound? I like it. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Next up, affirmation. Let's do that. I fully participate in the awesome nature of God as me. As I do, my outer world reflects my heartfelt desires. The spark of the divine flame within me burns with radiance and love. Okay. Next up, we're going to have this. A little tall. It's the shoes. Okay. So next up, we'll have the our offering. And we'll bring the bags around. Unity is supported by your tithes and gifts. And are there envelopes in the back for this summer? So in addition today, if you'll pick up some envelopes to remember us over the next 2 months. Do we do a blessing now? All right. Offering blessing, let's say this together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am so blessed. Thank you, God. Oh, now we're going to have another JaJa's. Or is it 2? Okay, and this is God is the source of my abundance. Another one written by Barbara Horton. Amazing. You're going to sing that and then we pass the around. We'll pass it. Yeah.
Test check. Sing along.
God is the source of my abundance. God is the fire in my soul. God is the source of my abundance, and it's the love of God within that makes me whole. God is the presence of abundance, giving peace the fire in my soul, giving His thanks for my abundance, and it's the love of God within that makes me whole. God is the source of my abundance. God is the fire in my soul. God is the source of my abundance, and it's the love of God within that makes me whole. God is the source of all abundance in this world. Here in my heart He lives and breathes my very soul. He is the source of every gift I've ever known. God is the source of all abundance in this world. God is the source of my abundance. He is my soul. God is the fire in my soul. God is the source of my abundance, and it's the love of God within that makes me whole. It's the love of God within that makes me whole. It's the love of God within that makes me whole.
That's a beautiful song. All right, now we're going to have the offering gratitude. We give thanks for these many blessings of today and know they are but a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times as much or more is now on its way to me and quickly manifests in perfect ways. Thank you. Okay, do we have a prayer partner today? Okay, Barb Kelly again. Thank you for volunteering. Don't forget, we're going to have a fellowship breakfast at the Sunset Grill where we have been having breakfast, 9 o'clock on the second Sundays in July and August. Be sure you're there so Betty doesn't eat by herself. Right? There you go. It's on the 9th and the 18th of those months.
9th and the 13th.
Oh, that's why, yes, I could not read my handwriting. Thank you for clarifying. Okay. 9th and the 13th. All right, and then the next, you got that. The next board meeting will be on July 15th, if you'd like to attend, at the Cottonwood Computer Lab building in room number 2 in Cottonwood. Okay? That's the board meeting. All right, prayer team meeting every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. That's with Julia Norton. Reiki share group every Tuesday at 9:30. Metaphysical group every other Wednesday, Sheila Taylor's house. Next Sunday service will be September 10th. And like I said, don't forget, you're going to watch us on YouTube TV each Sunday. Reverend Jeanne, also known as Sparky. Sparky this month. Reverend Sparky will be, she'll send out an email about it by 7 o'clock in the morning, she says. Okay. She might sleep though. All right, take an envelope for the contributions, and then we're going to have one more song. Any more announcements? Julia?
There's a bird show going on in the mirror room over here. It should be still going after our church service. There's some beautiful little budgies that are gorgeous colors. You go to our administration desk, take a left, and it's the left-hand room there, and there's just a whole bunch of them over there.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yes.
I just want to say thank you to Julia. She is gifting me with that lovely plant.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, Julia. And thank you, Sheila, for that terrific meditation. That was wonderful. That was very, very nice. And of course, the message is always great. You just get better and better all the time. I just love it. I just love it. Okay, then we're going to sing the peace song. But the couple other things that music does for you, in case you want to know, it stimulates memories, right? Brings back memories from long ago. It also eases pain, and it increases endurance when you're exercising. So I'm wondering if I can just think about exercising while I'm listening to music, and I'll be stronger. Music does wonders for you. I know, I used to play the cello, so that's how I know all that. This is such great music to me. I love it. All right, peace song, and then the prayer for protection. I'm going to sit down now.
Thank you, Brian, and Amy, and Derek. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's stand and sing the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. And wherever I am, God is, and all is well. I bless you all. I miss you all. Now let's keep Brian.